Let me just find myself. Where am I? Oh, where have I gone? Is there anybody there? Why am I not coming up? It's not showing me any comments, people, and it's not even showing me my own page. So just let me find myself. Why are there no comments there? That's strange. Overview. Overview. Where is my overview? There I am. So it's not showing me any comments on there, but I should imagine they're there. Let me just make a cup of tea. I've just run down from the house and then I'll sort this out in a minute. Cup of tea, cup of tea, cup of tea. Oh. Why are there no comments? I know you will be commenting. Hang on. Facebook is just so weird at the moment. Blooming thing. Oh, comments have come up down here, but not up there. Strange. Oh, well, I can see you down here anyway. Oh, can I? I can see some of you. I can see a few comments. I'm not so sure. That's weird. It's telling me that 18 of you are watching, but I know there's more of you. I know there's more than 18 of you there. I know there is. Let me finish my tea. Well, that was a rush. That was a big rush. Oh, need some more. Not quite enough. Okay. Oh, put these down here. Oh, 203. It says 21 here. I was like, oh my God, did I annoy them last night? They're not. I've got none up here. None at all. But, yeah. Oh, 22. I know there's more of you there. This is just what Facebook does. If I didn't have my iPad on, I would be thinking that there was nobody talking to me because there's no comments up on that one, but there is on this one, so that's good. Well, that retailer class was amazing. It went really well, really, really well. So I'm really pleased with that. Oh, Tracy's getting more of my products. Fountain pens will be another night. They're not in the studio. 230 of you. Still 22 at my end. Isn't it weird? So weird. Oh, Laurie Baker's in the house. Have you sneaked out of work? Huh? Have you sneaked out? Yeah, the class went really well. So that was good. It's I think it's a 2 or 3 day. It's called the Notions Commotions. It's run by Nadine. Hi, gorgeous. It's run by a distributor. So they have, I don't know how many, I think there was 250 people. All retailers, all retail, doing classes. They would normally do live shows, but they're not, so it's all online. And the lovely Vicky Boutan, she did the, she was the keynote speaker, so she did the keynote speech. And then I kicked it off. I was first class. So, and we did, let's see what we did. We did some variations of the quilt. So we were doing these. We were doing variations of these. This is what I was teaching them. So some are a bit doodled, some are not doodled. And if you like these, there is actually a class. There is a, there are 2 classes actually. There are 2 quilting classes. I can't remember. I don't know if they're 9 and I can't remember what was the other. But anyway, so that's what we were doing, and it was good. I enjoyed it. We did. This was on my normal paper. This was on black. So it was quite fun. Because a lot of retailers steer a bit clear from me, because they think that I'm going to be really messy, and a lot of them were quite surprised, really. So that was good, wasn't it? So yeah, so there is 2 full week classes. I think the first one was 9, Distinctly Dylusions 9. If Emmy's on, she'll put it in. And then I think there was Distinctly Dylusions 11. Yeah, Quilting 101, Quilting 102, but I can't remember. I think it was 9 and 11, I'm not sure. So that was just some basics. I only had 2 hours. Retailer classes, you have to go faster. You have to, you know, they don't have a lot of time. They'll be starting again in 20 minutes. Oh, class 14. What was the first one then? Was the first one 11? Class 11 and class 14? I'm not quite sure. So, but yeah, they were good class. There were 4 nights. 4 nights, those classes. So it was fun. Lee, hello, darling. Alice, there is, yes. Yeah, but they seem to feel that my stuff is weird. Just weird. It's strange. Betty, hi. Were you not in the class, Betty? Were you not in the Notions class? Betty's my Jewish mama. I'm very structured. I'm not messy at all, but because it's a little bit weird, people think they would not. You see, what you have to remember is that a lot of stores are stores like card making stores or things like that, just quite clean, structured, you know. So no intention of releasing any paint pens at the moment. No, we have 20 out. So, thank you, Jill. Oh, Betty, I thought you were. Yes. Thank you, Jill. It's a little, like, dress thing with, like, little flippy bits on. That's quite sweet, isn't it? It's quite sweet. Oh, Alice took the, oh, Alice, sorry, I just read something else as well. Alice took both classes. She thought they were awesome. Megan, how come you never got notified? Do you buy from them? Complain then. Complain to them and say, hey, I'm one of your customers and I don't get told about this. So, oh, 10. Is it 10 and 14? Okay. But yeah, so it used to be if we did the Collins shows or we did any of the retailer shows, And also, I don't give a lot of stuff away because to me it's not about, oh, she was in the class as well, cool. Because to me it's not about what you give away. The scrapbooking industry sort of spoilt that a little bit, because then people were like, what's the kit, what's the kit? The value isn't in the kit. The value is in the tuition. You know, it's like I don't really give instruction sheets, and people go mad. They're like, why isn't there any instruction sheets? Because, oh, hang on. The classes for faux quilting 101 is Distinctly Dylusions 12, and faux quilting 102 Distinctly Dylusions 14. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and to me it's all about the techniques. So you know, if you go, sometimes you'd do some retailer shows and people would just come in, grab the kit and go, and I was just like, you know, that's not what it's about. Like I don't get paid. That was for the love, you know. And I did samples, and I did done photos and put some offers in and blah blah blah. And it's, you know, that's just, so then when somebody just comes in and takes your kit and walks out with no intention of doing the class, you're just like, you know. So what I stopped in the end. I was like, you can only have the kit if you do the class. And they were like, well, that's not the point. And I'm like, yeah, it is really, because most retailers are lovely, but some retailers, they would just take the stuff and then put it in the shop to sell, and that's not what I'm about. You know, I want to show you how to use products and do lots of things with them. So I showed them this actually. Laurie, you will like this. So will you, Lee. Okay, this it's a frame, but it actually hangs on my wall. This hangs on my wall in the hall. Okay, and because the camera still won't flip, you won't be able to read it, but it actually says, "I'm looking forward to your visit being over." And that sits in the hall. So I just showed them that because there was the back of those. So yeah, my classes, Etsy, people are putting links up. Go to my Etsy page. I do single day classes, which are just called online classes. They have a title, but they're online, number 1 to 33, I think, and there is a 1A. And then I do Distinctly Dylusion classes, which are normally 4 or 5 days long. They're Distinctly Dylusion ones, and I think we've had 15 of those. I think there's loads. So you go to the Etsy page, you buy them on the Etsy page, and you get a link to a Facebook page, and all the classes are in a closed Facebook group. So all the videos are in there. So all the classes that I've taught so far, I've taught about 100 days worth. Anybody can purchase them because the videos are in there, the samples are in there. You can, gosh, this is really delayed. It's just coming up now about my, I can't wait for your visit to be over. I hate it, Michelle. Hate it. I tell you, I'd rather be on my own. I'd rather live in a cave on my own. Oh my gosh, sexy Miss Flintoff's in the house. Good grief, how are you? How was work today? Have you killed anybody? Killed anybody today? We'll be able to see each other soon. So, what's Skillshare? I have no idea what Skillshare is. I only do them on Facebook. No idea what Skillshare is. Yeah, over 100, I think, really. Because there was 35 of the single day classes. And then, is it 15 about of the week-long ones? Yeah, make one for your haul. Those, the words are from one of my bigger back chat. and the images are from collage class 2, collage sheets 2, and the background is one sort of made in online class 10. So Bonnie, hello Bonnie. I was talking about you last night. We did the Ish book. Oh, we forgot to pick somebody. Oh, I'm not going to ask Emmy tonight because she's been on with me all day. So we will do it later. We haven't forgotten. We've just been really, really busy. So yeah, I haven't planned any classes at the moment. I just haven't had time to do any. Oh my gosh, it says I've got 29 people watching now. I'm sure there's more. Am I still working on the club, the top secret club? Yes. Yes, I am. Without the gin, Susie, yes. Back-to-back retreat. I don't know whether I'll be doing that one because I think they're planning on doing it this year and I won't be able to travel. It's been postponed, 18 months, but they're not going to let me in. No, I don't. No, people keep telling me where I should go and teach. I don't want to. I just want to teach on here, and then my website is getting redone and I'll be teaching on there. I don't want to go to other places. Life is hard enough as it is without splitting myself even further. So, but thank you for the suggestion. But it's a no. A top secret decoder ring. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Oh, Shell, that's nice. Get it from Ben and I'll sign it. If you get it from Ben at Art from the Heart, the book, I'll write it to you. Get him to say, sign it to Shell, because if he just says signed and it's in his name, I'll sign it to him. People do that all the time. They go, can I have this book and can I have it signed? So I sign it to whoever's paid for it, and then they go, well, it wasn't for me, it was for my sister. Oh, well, do you know what? I failed mind reading again this week, so... I don't know what a top secret decoder ring is. What is it? Tell me. Marcy wants in, but I don't know what it is. Is it an American thing? I don't know what it is. Oh, 297. Oh, it says 30 on mine. It's clicked over. It must be missing the last number off. It must be missing the last number off because mine says 30. And somebody here has got like 302. So, and I've still got no comments up here. It says comments will appear here, but nothing is appearing. But I've got comments down here. So that's okay. It will be fine. This necklace, yes, one of my favourites. I have it in browns as well. I bought the browns and hunted this one down. It took me about 3 months to hunt it down and got it. You know what I'm going to say, Kathy? Which would you recommend? All of them. I don't know. You'd have to ask other people, really. Oh, it's a ring that only people in the club have. Yeah, Kathy, people will give you... I would say go with the earlier ones because the early ones have all the techniques. The later ones, there's no point repeating techniques a lot. So a lot of the earlier ones, it's a ring only people in the club have. And you can send coded messages to each other. Wow, I didn't know that. It's an American thing. Okay. I was like, I have no idea what you're on about, Judy. So, yeah. Oh, I don't know how you say your name, darling. Agnesha? Ordered the Ish book for her grandchildren and grabbed a copy for her. Oh, and got the Dot book. The dot book is good. Also, is it Myself is a good one, and there's something else. They're not going away, Sandy. The online classes aren't going away, so don't worry. They might get not as frequent, because obviously I keep having to come up with all these new things, and also, you know, there's so many people teaching now. Everything's shared a bit thin, so the classes are, you know, they're not like they were. It's a bit harder to get, you know, to fill the classes as much, but well, it's lucky I've got a big rack then, Michelle, isn't it? You don't have to catch up to be in the club. It'll just be a top secret club. But the only reason I call it top secret is we haven't done it yet. We can't do anything till we get the website up and running, and then I will let people know about it. There's no point talking about it now, because I've been talking about it for about 10 months, and until the website is up and off, you know, so but you don't have to have done all the classes to be in the club. Yeah, I like that's a good one as well. I like Myself. That is a really, really good one. So yeah, Kathy, that's the good thing, that online classes have allowed so many people in. Yeah, I will tell you all about the club when it's up. When it's up. Don't worry about it. But there's no point telling you now, because you just get giddy and then you ask me loads of questions that I can't answer. Is Leslie in the house tonight? Leslie Wynne, are you in the house tonight? The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse was a really good one. Very good. I think everybody should have that. Has being home helped or hindered your mental health? Helped. There's too much pressure on the road. Doing 150,000 miles a year, constantly being on show, constantly being the celebrity in the room, which is not me. I'm not like that, you know, but constantly playing the role, etc. it's hard. There's a lot of pressure, because I don't do this for that. I don't do it for fame or fortune. I do it because I love doing it. So and it became a you know, like a hamster wheel that's really hard to get out of. You know, being away, missing my children, missing my grandchildren. You know, I have 4 children. I have a business over here. I have 5 grandchildren, and yeah, my mental health is much better being at home, being in one place, knowing where I am. You know, it's on the road, it's constant. Your flights are cancelled all the time. The hotels are all cancelled all the time. It's not just all... It's hard, you know, it's hard. And you can't regulate. You can't eat well when you're on the road. I put so much weight on when I was on the road, because you can't eat well or anything like that. So... much better for me being at home. So I won't give up travelling, but I will never travel like I did. I'll never go back to doing that, never. And also, at this rate, I'll probably lose all my privileges. So if you think I'm sitting in coach, no, I am not queuing for hours and sitting in coach and not having a club to get on a plane. And that sounds really snobbish, doesn't it? And it's not nice, but when you travel that many 1,000 miles a year, you need all the help you can get, you know. So if people want me, they're going to have to pay for me to travel better, because if I lose all my privileges, you know, I have 3 bags at £70 a bag of luggage. I have £210 of luggage. You know, if I lose all those privileges and just go back to having a normal £50 bag, I won't be able to do it. So yeah, so it's, you know, people think it's glamorous being on the road. It's not. You're always queuing, you're always in a line, you're always, you know, you're always getting up at 4 in the morning to be at the airport for 6, so you can be on a flight at 8, and it's just constant. And then you get to your destination and there's lovely people, but they just want to talk to you, and all you want to do is just go curl up somewhere the way. And everybody's like, oh, can we take you out for a meal? No, the last thing I want to do, the last thing I want to do is go for meals, or you know, you just want to be at home. So yeah, so it's much better for my mental health being back at home. Oh, Gladys was a flight attendant. Yeah, people think it's really glamorous. It's just the toll. It's hard. I was always sick. I was always sick, you know, so, yeah, it's hard. So I won't be rushing back. Yeah, Couture are in the, they're all organised. Yeah, it's just the stress, everything, yeah. Nothing glamorous, no. How is everybody? According to my screen, which I know is wrong, there's 31 people, but I think there must be 312 now. So, anyway. Yeah, I don't think we'll be opening the Teaching Studio Art from the Heart this year. I can't see it opening this year. I can't see me teaching anywhere this year. Oh, there's Mr. Boo. Hang on a minute. Let's see if Mr. Boo's coming down. I wondered where he was. Boo Boo. Hi. Are you trying to get in the house while I'm not up there? I'm down here. Let me get your chair ready. Here you go. There we go. He might come down now. He's seen his chair. When I ran up at 6, I think he thought I was in for good. So, oh, Bethany, hello, my darling. Bethany Rose in the house. How's your mum? How's your mum? Fabulous. So, what should we do? Oh, what, did Leslie answer? Did anybody say Leslie was in? I want to show you what Leslie got me. She was in last night. Anyway, let me show you what Leslie got me. Leslie Wynn. She's in a lot of the classes, and she had this made for me. There's 2 things, okay. But the first thing is a cat dish for Mr. Boo. Look at that, and it actually says Mr. Boo, and it's only got 1 eye. How gorgeous is that? Handmade specially for Mr. Boo. Isn't that so gorgeous? So he has his special treat off here. Isn't it so lovely? And then also, wait till you see this. Wait till you see this jar. How freaking cool is this? Michelle will be, she'll be jealous when she sees this. Look at Mr. Old One-Eyed Mr. Boo. But wait till you see the lid. You ready? How freaking amazing is that? He's not winking, he only has 1 eye. How freaking cool is that? It's amazing, isn't it? It's arts folk Artzfolk. So it's American. But it cost me an absolute fortune in customs. It cost me like £85, about $120 in customs to get it in, but I love it. It's just amazing. So I brought it down to show you. So he normally has his little biscuits in there, and then they get weighed out every morning, and then he has them on here. So I'm just going to pop it up there out of the way. It's just, it looks as though it's been in a fight. It looks as though it's been crushed there. But how amazing is that? So it can go up there. It'll go back up to the house tomorrow. But yeah, so funny. Oh yeah, there's Michelle. I knew she'd like that. I knew you'd want that, Michelle. So what shall I do? What shall we do? I think I might make a page in one of my journals. Let me flip you around. Let's have a look. Boo boo. He's drinking from a puddle. He has the most expensive, beautiful dishes, and he's drinking from a puddle. Yes, we have to pay customs. We have to pay taxes. So if you put down its true value, we have to pay over 20% plus the handling fee. So, and this is what happens. People send me gifts and they don't realise, and they put the, you know, they put the value on, and it costs me a fortune to get it. So, I mean, and it's lovely, but sometimes it's, yeah, sometimes it's quite hard to do. So you should always, if you're sending it to another country and you know the person, I would always advise that you put gift and put the value, just put a low value on, because otherwise the person receiving it has to pay a fortune to receive it. Yeah. So, Bethany, you don't need to send me anything, darling. Yeah, that's what most people do, send them to Ranger. And they come over with my shipments. That's the better thing to do. Yeah. And it's the same now, because we're not in the EU anymore. You know, England isn't in the UK anymore. So, you know, people in Europe, it's the same. They have to do that. So I still have the teacup, Kathy. I think your teacup is actually at Ranger. Most of those teacups are there. So, yeah. And I can't get my stuff back at the moment. Yeah, if it's a gift. You know, it's best if you put gift, and also if you just put a low value on it. Because otherwise, yeah, you really do. That's a lot of money to pay. And you have to pay it before... Oh, it's coming in. You have to pay it before you even know what it is. So, I could choose not to pay it. Hi. Hello. I could choose not to pay it, and they would send it back. Do you see what I mean? I could choose not to pay, and they would just send it back to wherever it came from. Are you coming up? Come on, come and say hello, because I'm going to do a page in a minute. Come on. Hi. They've just been looking at your beautiful jar. Here, come in. Go on, you can do it. Yes, you can. Come on. Yes, you see? And what were you doing? Drinking from that puddle. Hey? What were you doing? Drinking from that puddle. Du, 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 du. Hi. Hi. Say hi to everybody. Hi. Oh, hello. Oh, can you hear him purring? Oh, what have you done with your tail? You've unhooked me with your tail. Hello, handsome boy. Hi. Oh, thank you, Bethany. Oh, hello. You can have a couple of minutes and then you're going to have to go sleep in your chair while I make... Oh, here we go. While I make a page. Let me just turn you back round again and show you. This is his spot. Oh, don't show your bottom. This is how I have to work a lot of the time. I have to work with him like this. Up on my shoulder and hold him like a toddler. And then he just loves me. Say hi. Oh, you're bumping the ladies. You're bumping the camera. Hello. Let me turn it back under. Oh. Come on then, you can have a couple more purrs and then I have to move. I know you haven't seen me all day, have you? Oh, don't show your butt. Goodness me, don't be roof. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Such a softie, Mr. Boo. Such a softie. I can't see the camera. I'm really sorry. I can't see any of your comments. I should imagine all your cats are talking to Mr. Boo now. He's got his tail all caught up in the wires. Hi. Why don't you go and sit on your chair? Hey, why don't you go and sit on your chair? And then I can get on with a bit of work here and then I can give you loads of loves later. We can spoon later. Yes, we can. Yeah? Why are you so sweet? Why are you so damn gorgeous? Hey? Oh, there he goes. Oh, get off the wire. There we go. I can hear the birds. Right, so I'll tell you what, we'll have a little look through this book, actually. This is a Jumpstart journal. You want to go out? Oh, hang on a minute, sorry. And I've just been trying to fill in the empty pages. You can go if you want, but I don't think you want to. I think you want to go in your chair. Oh, there you go. Okay, come back soon. I've been trying to sort of fill it up because I jump around. I never start at the front. I always jump all over. So there's pages here and there that need filling. So I've just went back and I was trying to fill things up. So I've just been going in and just adding different bits and pieces. So let's see if we've got a spare page somewhere. Oh, there's a spare page, but there's not much of a background on it, is there? I might come back to that. Let's put that on. So when I get so far, I'm just like, oh, what can I do? What can I do? Oh, that needs colouring. That needs something on. Oh, there's a page. I'm going to do something on this page. What else have I got? I've got a couple of pages at the back. Not many left. Yeah, maybe I'll do this page here. So, let's get out. I think I'm not in the mood for thinking, so I am going to get just some boxes of stamps, I think, and just have a root through them. and see what I come up with. Hang on. So many boxes of stamps. They're quite an old one though, so let's have a look. So this is how I store my things. I normally store them in molten brown boxes. So I store them in these, and I usually decorate them with my sticky back canvas. And then I just have tons and tons. Oh, what's that? Tons and tons of stamps cut out. Last year they changed the boxes to brown. It's still a molten brown box. So actually I could decorate a lid. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? So let's just put those over there for the minute. Let's decorate this brown lid. Oh my gosh, Miss Wackley's in the house. Hang on. Hey up, Wackley. How are you? Your cats have just missed my cats. I miss you too. I do miss you. We need to do another Instagram thing. We need to do a live. We talk about it, we just never do it. So, yeah. So let's cover one of these first. So I get these boxes. People ask me all the time. People say, will you bring out storage boxes? No, because we all love a good box. Oh my God, I cannot throw a box away. I love a good box. I just adore them. And these are my favourite boxes, the molten brown boxes. Every year they change colour. And what they are, they're actually, and I buy everybody them for presents. Oh, I didn't show you on the bottom of that one. Hang on. Let me show you. It's my favourite bath oil thing. It's Mental Health Week, Dina, so I'm live every night. Maybe we could end the week with a live on Insta, me and you, because she's as mental as I am. Aren't you, darling? We love to talk about mental health awareness and stuff like that. So I'm just coming live every night. Last night, I just spoke about my mental health journey for 2 hours. But sometimes I'll be like, tonight I'll do a bit playing. Tomorrow night I'm going to do all about inks and my fountain pens. I'm going to do it from the kitchen. One night I'm going to be up in the sewing room. So we'll plan it. Or we could do it on here. I don't know. I never know if you can do it double on here. Can you do duo on here, Dina? Can you both come live on a Facebook Live? She knows all this stuff. I don't know. Where is she? She'll tell me anyway. You can message me tomorrow. I've just finished the Notions class. I've just done a Notions thing this afternoon. So we can either do it on here or we can do it on Facebook or whatever. So I've got nothing planned, So that would be fun. So yeah, this is my favourite. I'm allergic to a lot of stuff, but I love this. And so I always buy these. These are the small ones because I used to travel with them all the time. And I just love these boxes. So what I do is I take my sticky back canvas. Okay, these are my sticky back canvases. I think I've got 3 sets of them. And you get 8 in a pack. You get 8 canvases. And you just... last time we said we were going to do something, but I wasn't well the next day. So I rang Dina the next day to say, I'm really not well. Can we do it the day after? And she said yes. And then when I rang her the day after, she said, oh my God, I totally forgot. I'm on the way to do, she was on the way to an event or something. I don't know. Anyway, so it just, and then life gets in the way, doesn't it? Just life. So these are sticky back, as you can see. And so what I do is I just, if you notice, I didn't take all the sticky back because I like to move them around. So, and then you just peel the back off like this and you just smooth it down, smooth it down, smooth it down. And that's it. That's as hard as it is to cover a box. So why would I want to bring out my own boxes when you can just do this so easily? See, that's all you do. And, you know, I don't want to bring out boxes because if I bring up boxes, they take up so much space. So much space. Curious Corin was named to... Yeah, you can ask to join, but it doesn't come up at this end, Yolene. It don't come up at this end. So it used to come and I would be able to say yes or no, but it doesn't at the moment. So, and all you do is you just, whoops. Oh, it's because I'm on the journal. Take the edges off and you just stick that back on here. I don't think you get Molten Brown over there, but anything that's a shallow box, you know, the like you said, the iPad boxes are good. Pizza boxes will work. Any box will work. What I like about a shallow box, right, is you take your lid off your box and you can put half of it in your lid and then you can rummage through so you can see what you're doing. That's what I like about a shallow box. If you have big boxes, you get too much stuff in. So you can see I've done the first bit. Let me just move this 1 minute. Let me move my box. Oh no, I stole the shoe boxes. You want thinner boxes. I tell you what's really lovely. I don't know if any of you get the Archer and Olive. Press it, Yolene. Let me see if it comes up. Because if it does, that's what Dina can do tomorrow. Normally there's a button here that says I can add you in, and there isn't one. So what I do is I do it like that, and then I like to offset it. I call it like brickworking. So I like to offset it, so I do it like this. But if you notice, I don't peel the whole thing off because they're really, really sticky. So I just peel it back a little bit, like so. And then I position it. Let's have it there. I just position it like that. Then I press it down. Yeah, you see it ain't come up, Yolene, so... Oh, I've just thought, actually, has it come up on that one? I'm looking at my iPad. It might have come up here. I don't know. I can't see. Well, I'll have to do it. Me and Emmy will have a go tomorrow. So, and then you peel it back and you just press down. You see? I don't fold them over because it makes your box... sorry. If you fold it over, it makes your box too fat when it's putting it on the lid, and it ends up ruckling all this up. Okay, so but that's what you do. So I might as well continue. Let's put another one there. I'm trying to think where is. Let me just see if I've got one which I stitched. There, yes, I think that's it. Here we go. These are some that we, oops, I stitched. you see? So I actually put them all on the sewing machine, and Jay and I made loads of journal covers using those. So it's the same things, just stitched together. I might as well finish this now I've started it. They do Molten Brown now in some of the American airports. I've not actually seen it in America itself, but I have seen it in some of their airports. I'm trying to think, is it Chicago that has... And that's it. This is as easy. This is as difficult as it is. I'll carry on because I'll show you the edges. And I only ever do the top. Okay, I never do the underneath of the box because there's no point. You're not going to see it. You're not going to see it at all. And so sometimes, like I say, I will stitch them like this, and then I will stick the whole thing down. So I would put double-sided tape on this and stick it all down if I wanted stitching. In fact, I think I just had one earlier that had stitched cover. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not a stitched cover. They must be up at the house. But it doesn't matter. They don't have to be a Molten Brown. Just whatever box you want. Loads of companies do. Miranda got me a box in Holland one time. I use loads and loads of different boxes, but if you buy the big Arch and Olive, they're nice boxes. iPad boxes are good. Anything, any box. It's just a box. So when you get to the corner, what you need to do is you just need to snip it at the corner, and then you press one way like that, and then you press that the other way. Okay, and you can cut them with scissors. Look, if you don't want to use a scalpel, look, you can easily cut them with scissors. I just use a scalpel. All you want is, yeah, Rituals, that's it, Rituals. That was, I don't know if they're Dutch or if that's, I don't know where they're from. And then when you've got sort of like bits like this, you would, what you would do is you would just fold it over and crease it and then trim it. It's all about the little things. You know, I know if I decorated a box like this and put it for sale, you would all buy it. But you might as well make one yourself, you know. So you could cover it in Dina's collage. You could add some of her things on the top. You could use it in my collage. I do tend to do this. I do tend to cover them. And you see, so you fold it and then you fold it again. But you could do whatever. Yeah, so I have to finish it. You know, what's that? What was it? Whose tagline was that? I've started, so I'll finish. Oh, it was Magnus Magnusson, wasn't it? That's who it was. So again, I'm just going to weigh, oops. And you've got a bit of leeway, you know, you've got a bit of wiggle room, oops, for a bit. You know, if you were organised or if you could be bothered. Oh, Dina's off to the scuba shop. Bye, gorgeous. Everybody say bye-bye to Dina. But I just like making things, you know, any sort of shallow box. I used to have a box maker. But again, if you've taken in-person classes with me in America, you'll have seen me. I travel with these. They go in my suitcase. And again, that's why I like quite flat boxes. And I just, what am I doing? This way. I just put them in my suitcase. I fill them up more Oh, let me trim that. That wasn't trimmed very neat, was it? So for example, if I've got this box, I will actually stuff it. I'll put some dialogues in, and you know, or stuff. I'll make sure it's full. But yeah, if you've been in any of my in-person classes, you'll have seen this kind of boxes. So I'm just going to show you these little edges. You could leave the little edges if you wanted to, but I'm just going to show you what I do with them. And I have tons of them, and I still never know what's in what box. I have collage in a lot of them, and I have stamps in a lot of them. There'll be loads in my office in America as well. So all I've got left is these two little edges. And look, I've got that bit left from there. Can you see? So I will just use that little bit on the edge there, and then I should have another left to put on the other bit. I don't know. Let us see. Let us see. And one of the reasons I started decorating them was everybody would ask me, oh, where do I get a Molton Brown box from? I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't matter that it's a Molton Brown box. People were like, no, I've got to have the same as you. So I would decorate them, and then they didn't know what it was, but I still end up telling you anyway. So... my sweet joy. Do I have doubles of your supplies, such as stamps? Yes. I have about 60 of everything. Actually, I have 90 of everything in the States. And I have about 50 of everything here. Because when I teach big. And then I also have supplies in Australia, and I also have supplies in New Zealand, would you believe? So this one will just go like that. And that's it. And then these little bits here can be used for tags and things like that on, whoops. You know, I can just fold that over and I can make that like, oh, I just knocked you over. I'm sorry about that. I can do this and I can just make it, there's a little tag on the page. Oh yeah, Miranda's got some. Miranda's got a lot of my products. I have products all over the world. It's like in Australia, and I taught gel plates in Australia, and it's so, customs is so expensive. It was more economical to leave the gel plates there for next time and buy new ones in the States. You know, people see the price of your classes and they're like, oh, she's doing all right. They don't realise how much stuff I have to buy and pay. There you go. Fabulous box. And what do we, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's 8 really. I've used 8.5, but one packet would cover this. And let me just... and I have hundreds of these. Let me just see. There's one. Oh. Here's a really, really old journal. Really old journal is this one. Look how battered this is because it's so old. So this was done like this. This was stitched together, and you have to keep your backing on, because if you stitch this without the backing on, it's going to absolutely muck up your sewing machine. Okay, so you keep it with the back on, and then you can cut this out, or you can just put double-sided tape on. But yeah, so this is a really old journal. You can see how this is faded here. This was in a window. I don't even know what's in this box. Oh, that's the back. Oh, Oh, just backgrounds. Look at that. Yep, just backgrounds. Don't know what I was doing there. But that is one that's stitched. So you stitch it first, because people ask all the time. They're like, how did you sew it through the cover? I didn't. I just did this. So, good excuse to eat chocolate. How do you remember what's in each box? I open the lid. Look, how do you tell what's in each box? Oh, there, that's what's in each box. I have no idea what's in each box. No idea at all. But so I have a lot of boxes, a lot of journals that look like that as well. Sorry, I have to put everything away. Have you noticed? I'm terrible. I can't have anything out. I have to put everything away as I go. So so yeah, that's how you do that. I don't know why that was hanging around, and what's even worse, I don't know why I knew I could put my hand on it straight away. That's frightening, isn't it? I do know where everything is, but even that shocked me. Let me put these away, because I'll have a heart attack if I don't. Wouldn't it be lovely to just be carefree and leave things out? I don't know what's at my chair today. Okay, so... Love my humour. What have I said now? I don't even know I'm saying anything, Laurie. So, right, let's just... These as well, if you have punches or anything, these are really good. And they're like a release paper. So you can keep these, and they're good for popping in between your pages so you don't lose them, or you can stick things on, etc. I have hundreds now, so I end up throwing them all away. So another thing, I don't know where that journal is, but when you buy these, you... let me see if I can find a full packet. Here we go. So when you buy these packets, they have this little thing on the back that shows you what's in there. You see, so that's the canvas ones. And then when you buy the postcards, you get the pictures again, but the pictures are bigger. I cut all of these out, and I don't know where the journal is. That must be... I cut them all out, and I covered a journal, and then I covered them in... Oh, what's it called? Ranger's glaze in a pink bottle. I don't know what it's called. And I made them look like tiles. So save all these bits as well. I save all sorts. You see, even these could be something for somebody to stand on or to make a little tab. I save all the bits. Oh, there we go. There's another half. There's no point having them all on different ones, is there? Let me be organised. Hang on. I don't know why I've got them on all these different... That can go there. There we go. Glossy accents, that's it. Whoever said that, yes. And I just made like little tiles. And that was quite cool to do. I've done all sorts on journals, usually in hotels when I'm bored. So, right, so I was going to do something in here, wasn't I? So I pulled out these boxes. Oh, that's got people in. Oh, that was from the telly. That was from the television the other day. So let's just open that. I'll just put them in front of me like so. They were from the... Oh, this is an old box. Gosh, what's in here? Oh, this is a random... I bet this is a J box. Because this has just got such weird oldie stuff in. Yeah. And then here's another one. What's in here? Oh. Right, so I just spread them out in front of me and think what I'm going to do with that. I'm just going to... Looks as though there's some quite old ones in here. That'll be fun. Spread them out on my desk and have a play. And this is what to do. The camera's still back to front, by the way. This is my left hand. This is the front of the journal. This is the back. So everything's back to front again. I'm sorry. We still haven't worked. Well, it's, you know, it's a Facebook thing. It's a Facebook thing that they've done. So we'll see. which was quite funny in the class. I was like, you really need to use the same colours as me, otherwise you're going to get lost, because we were jumping around. So how do I attack a page like this? Do I store the stamps in sets? No, I just throw them in. They just get thrown in wherever. If I'm working on something like these were for the television, so they're in one box. But yeah, no, I don't. I don't at all. If I sorted it by theme, I would have hundreds of boxes. And what's the point? I like to mix and match everything up. So, oh, I could use that. That's what I do. I just rummage through and I find something he'll do. Now let's find a head. What shall I have as a head? I could use one of these. Or I could, and I just rummage. I rummage around. I quite like the idea she sat on a shelf there. This is how I would do something like that. What could I have under here? Do you want that head? Do you want that head? I have no idea. Let's have a look in here. Always really. Oh, so I could have that person there, and then I could have that person sat on the other side of the shelf, couldn't I? This background, by the way, is a gel plate background. It's just a print off from when I've been doing my brayering. It's a brayer on here and then print it off. I always think they're quite cool to do. Oh, an umbrella. Gosh, that's a really old stamp. It's been absolutely chucking it down today. Hey, that's funny. So you see, when you've just got them cut out, oh, there's a couple of die cuts in there. So when you've just got them cut out and just around the place, it's just like paper dolls. Oh, have I got loads of these? And you can just make up weird things with them. What else have we got to? Back to some flowers. I'm thinking this is a bit like a little window box, isn't it? So we can have some little flowers underneath. Oh, look at that, just ready painted. We'll have that. I just look and I just rummage and oh, so that person needs a head, doesn't it? Don't they? It's a bit small. Where's that? Oh, that one. Should we put that one on? No, I don't want that one. Oh, maybe we'll put Curious Corin on. That could be quite cool. Maybe she needs a crown. Oh, and something else under here. I need some florally bits for my window box. And this is about as much thinking as I do. People are like, oh, you must sit there for ages thinking about things. There is no thinking at all. If it fits, it fits. If it doesn't fit, it gets thrown back in the box for another day. Oh, look, there's a fish. Should we have a fish down here? Could be like a water garden. That makes me laugh. I might do that. People always say, you know, so what was your thought process behind that? There was no thought process. If it just makes me smile, it goes in there. Oh, there's an octopus. Why not? So this is obviously an ornamental koi carp pond. I think instead of a crown, she can have that on her head. Do you have ornamental koi carp ponds wherever you... Because that's really hard to say. Do you have those wherever you all are in the world? Because that's what this is. I'm looking for something else to put down there. And I don't really know what. Oh, let's have a look in this one. Ooh, I could put I don't want deer, it would drown, wouldn't it? Why can't I find any florally bits? I tell you what, where was that crown gone? He could wear the crown. Probably never find it again, but oh, there we go. The fish could wear the crown. Marvellous. You just have to, you know, I just enjoy myself. I don't. And then when people say, oh, but it must have some meaning in with it. Yes, it means I enjoyed myself. That'll do. Look at that. No pond looks like this in the whole world. And this is how I make every single page. There is absolutely no method at all. There, done. Right, let's move these boxes out of the way. Okay, and now I will glue them. So, the first thing that I need to glue is the ledge that they're sitting on, because that's what I'm centering the whole page on, really. So I'm just going to slide these down. I don't normally take them away, I just glue, but I want to just slide that out. So that's the first thing that I'm going to glue. Okay. So I'll just add some glue on there. The only thing with doing it this way is I can't tell you what the stamp sets they were that they came off, because I can never remember. I can never remember. So you'd have to go and look them up. So I always do the underneath. So this is going to be what's underneath. So I'm going to stamp glue that one. I work from the bottom up. You just make sure that, you know, it can't go over this page because it'll get crushed. I think what I'm going to do with that is I'm actually going to cut a bit of that off. I think I'm going to cut it in half like so, because it's going over the page, and I'm going to do that. That and that. There we go. So it looks as though I've got two flowers. Oh, what's wrong with that? A bit more glue. It's like it didn't want to stick, wasn't it? It's been absolutely chucking it down here today, and it's so warm, it's so humid, it's ridiculous. So that noise is my fan going on. Why doesn't that want to stick? Okay, so let's glue Mr. Fish. He's the head of a body, isn't he? Yeah. He's Mr. Big Fish. There's a big fish in a little pond. And then where the flower's missing there, that's where his crown will go. And this is what I do. So when I've got a new launch coming out, I just cut loads of things out like this and then just pull them out. And this is my very random method of creating. You know. And it works for me. And some people say, well, that's not very organised. I don't really care what you think, because I don't have to answer to anybody but me. And I like it, and the general public do seem to like it because they buy it all. So that's what matters. So let's have the flower in my oriental koi carp pond. And this is why, if you spend hours doing a lot of cutting out in front of the television, it's very quick to put silly pages together, because you've already done all the cutting out. So her bottom is just going to sit on that ledge there. Everything is stamped on the pages from my book. I buy a book, I tear all the pages out. Oh, actually, I was going to show you something. There we go. And I stamp on them. Just let me, I meant to show this yesterday and totally forgot about it. Or did I show it? I can't remember. But this is what I do, especially when I'm travelling. Okay, I take a book. This is Jay's book, so there's some top secret stuff in it. And then I just stamp. And if I stamp, if I need one of these, I stamp loads of them. And then they're in the book. And then when I need to use them, I just cut one off and use it. Or when I'm bored, I just, oops. So this was obviously last Christmas when she was doing, but can you see? So we've got like 3 pages of the heads done. And when you want to use one, you just go, ho ho, I'll have that one. And you use that. So this is what I do when I'm on the road, and then I would cut that out. Or if we're bored, we just work our way through. And we sit and, look, can you see all these pages? And we cut them out. So sometimes I will stamp on torn out pages, but most of the time I tend to make my own books like this. And I just fill them in. And then when I'm bored, I just take a book and cut it out. So, but you could do it on separate pages, and then you have a cutting out session. Every morning when Emmy comes to work, she comes in and hands me a little pile of cutouts, because if I've been teaching and she's having to be on the other end of the line, she can't just sit there because she gets bored. So she'll cut out and things. So tonight she was on the retailer class, so she'll come in tomorrow, she'll be like that. She'll have this little package of cutouts for me. So right, this one, he can go on there. And normally what I would do is I wouldn't just make one page like this. I would just shut the book and make an, you know, turn the page and make another one, make another one. But I might colour it tonight. So let's put that there. I'll do a bit of colouring. But normally I would make a page like this, and then I would just turn the book, and then I would do another page and another page and another page. So let's wipe up the glue constantly. Ooh, I don't know why I've got a splodge there. I don't know if I want that head. I might change my mind a bit. I don't know. That one might be. I think that one's better. I don't know why, but Curious Corin wasn't doing it for me. There we go. Yes, Oh, that would have worked down there in my ornamental carp pot. See, I can't even say it. Whatever it is. This is me and Emmy in the garden, looking down on our non-existent fish pond. Our ornamental koi carp. And Mr. Boo would be in there, wouldn't he? The fish wouldn't last long in my garden. With old Bobo. There we go. So I would do that, and then I would turn the page and trim off anything that's overhanging. Okay, anything that's overhanging like this, I would just lift the page and... Oh, where did my little scissors go? Oh, there. And I would just trim anything off that's on the back. Because they will only get battered if you don't. Okay. And people say, no, I'm really careful with my journals. It will get battered. Just snip it off. Okay, so normally I would do that. Oh, was I going to give her those eyes? Yes, she looks quite surprised, doesn't she? With those eyes. That's from a really old stamp, is that? So I would glue everything and I would stick... Right, this flower doesn't really want to be glued, does it? Maybe there's something... It's because it's pre-coloured, because I was trying to save a little bit of time. Jay will have coloured that. I never, ever colour before. Jay does. Jay colours a lot of her stamps and then makes them this way. I don't. I put everything in black and white. So I would do that and I would think, yeah, I like that. And then I would just turn the page normally and I would make another one and make another one and make another one. And that's why in here you'll see like lots of pages like this that aren't coloured, because I've just done this and I've just turned the page. But this book, that one I'll never colour. I like it like that. But at one point, none of these were coloured. I just made them all. And then when I'm in a colouring mood, I went back and coloured them. You know, that's how I work, really. But I am going to colour this page because why not? So the first thing I do is outline everything, but you have to make sure that you've got no glue. I am a tidy gluer, so I know there won't be any glue around. So I just like to... Oops, you see how bad I am. So, you know, people say to me all the time, oh, that's fabulous. How did you get the idea to do that person sat on that fish thing? I didn't have the idea to do that person sat on that fish thing. I just pulled out these stamps and this is what's ended up. You see? A lot of you try too hard, think too hard. So I've done a lot of the hard work before with the cutting out, etc. And then it's like a pick and mix. It's like a buffet lunch, whereas a lot of you lot are organising a 4-course dinner party. I never organise a dinner party. I just have I just see what's on the buffet table and collect it up and make a little picnic with it. And that's it. So when I make samples, say for a new release or something, I'll probably make all 20 samples at the same time, but I'll probably do them like this. And then another day or another week I will colour them all in. Another day, another week I will add maybe a quote or an image, you know, something like that. I might add, sometimes I add borders first, sometimes I add them last. It, you know, the trick is don't waste your time thinking of things like that. Well, if you want to waste your time, you can do. I don't. That's what I should say. I don't think about anything like that. But normally, if I'm teaching in a class or anything, I would normally take the stamp these to show you, because it's not fair on everybody if I just rummage through like this in a class and it's all of a sudden it's done, I'm finished, and you're still thinking, I don't even know what stamp she's used. So in a class, I show you the stamp, I stamp it out on the card, and I cut it out and use it. But in reality, when I'm just working on my own, this is what I do. And even if you saw me on the television, this is what I did. I had boxes like this. I didn't actually stamp anything. I just took the boxes and used them. Oh, maybe I need some eyes. Oh. I might stick them on there. Where's the other one? Which is the other eye? This one. Oh, that one's cutting out now. I might put those on there. We'll see. Anyway, so that's what I do. So I outline everything. I just check. Have I outlined it all? Looks like it. Oh, no, forgot this. Ping. And then, like I say, I usually, go to another page. We'll do something on there, we'll do something on there. You know, most of my pages are, those stamps you're not supposed to see. But most of my pages are just sort of started and done. And this one I don't really think needs a border because most of the page is bordered. So I might end up putting something on here, but I don't think I'm going to put a border on. I think I will have a look for, I might put a back chat. I might put a back chat saying on here, hot. Let's have a look. I might put one in white. What have we got? Ooh, maybe that one. When I told you I was normal, I may have exaggerated slightly. That'll do. And again, you see, people say, oh, you chose that phrase and it matches perfectly. No, it was just the first phrase I came to. When I told you I was normal. I may have and I have probably got about 30 journals like this that need pages finishing, and eventually they'll get finished, or maybe not. There we go. So again, you know, I just pick whatever there is and, very badly outline it. Somebody said, I see when you're demoing and you exaggerate your messiness. No, this is how I work. Okay, so let's do some colouring. By the way, remember this, everything's flipped. For some reason, Facebook is playing up and everything is back to front. So I get my water brushes out. I colour everything with my water brushes. So this is the Tim Holtz water brush. And I've done this for, his brush has been out 9 years. And I have done this for 9 years. When his brushes first came out, I stole 11 of them because I already had one. they were in really short supply. I didn't really steal them, I just purloined them, should I say. I'm trying to find a blank one. I haven't got a blank one there that I can see. But anyway, and then I just filled them with my inks. Is there a blank one in here? Oh, there's a blank one. There we go. I will not use any other brush because this is the only brush worth using. And all you do is you just take out this black stopper and you get a pipette. Suck up the ink and put it in and paint with them, and they are worth every penny. And I'll tell you now, they were the same price 9 years ago as they are now. Okay, they were $9.99 9 years ago, and they are still $9.99. And I'm going to be making a lot of my sets, and I have boxes. Look at this. So I'm going to remake a load more sets there. But anyway, so I have my cools in one bag. So all my cool colours, all my greens, all my blues, and I have all my warms in the other bag because I separate everything by cools and warms. And usually if I've got a lot of cools in the background, I'll do warms on top and vice versa. And I've already got some down here. So this fish is going to be orangey. These are going to be all orangey and yellow. So let me just move this camera slightly. Okay, so I am going to start up here. So it's mainly warms. So that jacket there, I think, for speed, because it is already 8 o'clock, so I have been online for 4.5 hours, would you believe? So I'm just going to use the Pure Sunshine. I'm going to do it everywhere. I will do the checks, but I'll come back. When I'm in a hurry, I just take a light colour everywhere. And leave it to dry. So these are my inks in, and that's what all these coloured. If you see anything coloured in my journals, they're always coloured with my ink. So Pure Sunshine will go everywhere. And then what colour scheme shall we wear today? Let's have some red shorts. Postbox red shorts. I'm going to go in there. And I don't use tons of colours. What I do is that colour, these colours that I start off, I will use them everywhere. There's no point putting tons. This is different because they are the focal point, but there's no point putting tons of colours in. So for example, those shorts, you can have matching lips. And she can have the same lips as well. The mistake a lot of people make is they put far too many colours into something. So while this is drying, I'm going to go up here. So her up here, this is a lily. This is the head from Maisie Lily, which is my granddaughter. And I'm going to use rose quartz and peony blush. So I'm going to do a bit of shading on this one. So what I do is take the rose quartz and I'm going to paint that petal all over. And I usually do at least 2 petals at once. And then while it's still wet, I'm just going to drop in some of the darker colour, blend it a little bit, and then just leave it to blend. That is the extent of my shading, and it always works. You have to, why is that coming out? There we go. It has to be when it's wet. If you let it dry, you're just going to get a tide mark. You're not going to get, you know, a nice blended shade. Again, loads of my classes. I go through all colouring things with you. There's tons and tons of colouring hints and tips and things in the classes. So you can see how quick that was. And look, it took me minutes. I think I shall do these in the dark in the Peony Blush. And then this Peony Blush I shall also use down here in the flowers, so that there is a little bit of coordination somewhere. Okay, and then the hair, I think I am going to, I do like slate grey for hair, so let's do, so yeah, this head is off Maisie Lily. I can't remember whether, I think these two are off the same stamp set, and I can't, oh, I've just painted part of her face there, oh well. I might do a grey shirt actually. I might stripe it later, but for now it's going to be grey. And I think I'll give this one, this can have some of the grey in the hair as well. See how easy it is with my inks, they just blend. That's all I use, I don't use anything else. So she can have laid back lilac hair. And the beauty of like the different figures, you know, you can just change the heads to give a completely different look. You know, I've got Christmas stamps coming out. I'll still use the same bodies, but I'll just put them, the Christmas heads on. It's just paper dolls. Okay, and then she can have pomegranate seed hair. I don't even know what colour I'm going to do over here, but and this is it, you see, while you are planning out your whole page, I'm just thinking, what colour am I going to do next? And that's it. That's as much as I'm thinking. Nothing is planned because I can't be bothered. Life is too short to plan it away. And it's the same when I draw these stamps. It's just whatever comes into my head. I don't think, right, I'm going to draw a stamp and it's going to have a checkered jacket and it's going to have stripy leggings. Who in the right mind would do that? Okay, so I think she can have green eyes. Where is the dirty martini? Here we go. Ooh, so let's have a bit of laid back lilac up here. The thing is, you see, I'd rather just do some art than prat around forever looking for something to art with. You know, some of you just take forever, and that's fine, but it's just not, it's not me. It's just not me at all. So, that's fine. If it's you, it's you. Okay, so what colour leggings? Let's give her some tangerine leggings. Good grief, I love these bright outfits. Would I ever go out in them? No. Right, if I want to shade these leggings, I've got tangerine, so you would go for a darker colour. So I would go for like the chocolate. And what you would do is you do a bit of a leg at a time. And anywhere that would be underneath, so for example here would be underneath, you would just add in some of the chocolate. And then you would just blend out again with that colour, and it just gives you that little bit of a shaded area. So the same with this here. Where she goes under a bum there. And then come round here. You don't have to be good at what you do, you just have to enjoy what you do. There we go. Done. So, I think I will colour in, I will give the tweedy bit here, can be in the tangerine to match her pants. Now, if I was teaching a class, I would maybe be a bit more instructive, etc. But I'm not teaching a class, am I? I am just happily just playing. Marvellous. And she's going to have some brown shoes. So, her stripy shirt, I think, can have a few orangey stripes in. I'm not even hitting the stripes, I'm just going and adding the odd one, and because the stripes are already there, you just imagine that the shirt is stripy. Okay, so that's her done. So I'm going to use similar colours over here. I think she can have the pure sunshine. Oh, I can't even speak. Pure sunshine, not pure sunshine. She can have pure sunshine leggings here. With a little bit of shading in there. Why is that not coming through? Let's give it a squeeze. Okay. And then she can have postbox red. Now, I'm probably going to do the spots in the lighter colour. So on here, I've just gone over the top because I'm going to do the spots in a dark colour. But here, I'm doing it the opposite way. So you can't put a light colour over a dark colour. So I am actually painting between the spots this time. Okay. I shall give her... still a bit wet, sorry. This background has no stencils on, which is extremely unusual for me. I don't think I have got many pages that doesn't have some stenciling going on in the background. But then again, you don't actually get to see a lot of the background, do you? Because there's so much going on. So, and you'll notice if I wait for it to dry, so I'm going to move up here. She's going to have, oh, she's going to be fair coordinator. Oh no, she's not. I'll tell you what I'm going to do with her. I am going to give her a stripy hat, so those two can be in that, with a little bit of shading on this side. And these two can be in the darker, with a bit of darker shading. Oh, wrong one. Because why the hell not? That's what we say. And, you know, stuff like this I find very good for my mental health. And I do this to help my mental health. It's a bit harder for me today because I'm having to concentrate and talk to you all. Whereas normally I don't have to talk to anybody. So this is not particularly very therapeutic for my mental health because I'm having to do the two things at once. But normally what I would do is I would have my noise cancelling headphones on, and this would just be so therapeutic, normally. Okay. And it would help my mental health, and that's what this week is all about. I'm just showing you things that really assist me with my mental health, and, you know, occasionally it might assist you. Now, spending hours, oohing and ahhing, thinking, what am I going to put here, what am I going to put there, what am I going to do here, doesn't help anybody's mental health, you know, so... Okay, so I might do him in blues. Why not? Let's have a little bit of blue up here. Actually, it's nearly 8:30. I might not get this finished tonight, but I'll do what I can. Mr. Ollie the octopus. There's little blue legs. I have a bigger one of these as well somewhere. It might have been an old set. I don't know. Right, so this person, I am going to do a different skin colour. Oh, there we go. It wasn't coming through, so I just gave it a little squeeze. Why is this not? Oh, there we go. Blob. Typical. So because that blob's there, I'm just going to pick it up from there. It's still going at this end, so I don't know, maybe it's weather wherever you are, but according to this, it's still all going fine. I can't help you on weather issues, I'm afraid. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Emmy will work out your who won the book tomorrow. Some didn't make me laugh as well. Some of you shared my video in my own group. There's no point sharing my video in your own group if you that's just not going to work. Okay, so if you shared yesterday's video, you'll have to share it somewhere other than my own group, because that wouldn't count. I'm going to go over those with a black pen later. There we go. So I think I'll have to use this. I'll put the ledge. The ledge in the brown. So this page all started because I found this strip, threw it on the page and decided I wanted to use it as a ledge. I should have taken a picture of it, shouldn't I, when before it was coloured, but I didn't think. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in with a pen up there and show you how to make that, because you can see where it's not showing up very much. And then I'm going to finish this off in the morning. So I'm just going to move these out of the way. Yeah, I have, oh my gosh, I have about 60 rolls of washi tape. I think I either have 5 or 6 different sets. Whoever asked that. That's some of my washi tapes. Actually, instead of painting that in, let's stick some washi tape on. Which one shall we have? I think we'll have that one. I think it might need a bit of glue on it, actually. Oh, perfect. I'm going to put some glue on it because it was the end, so it was stuck up. Normally you wouldn't have to put glue on washi tape, but it was, can you see like this, where the end's stuck up? It was that bit, so there we go. Can you see? So no, I don't have to go in and do the eyes like I was going to do. So you can pop those on there. So yeah. So it's nearly 8:30, so I am going to stop because, like I say, I've been going for 5 hours. I'm going to cut that out and stick that on later. Oh, actually, I could stick him on. So I will take a photo of this and I will post it in the group. And then I'll take a photo of this and then I will finish it and I will finish it in the morning, and I'll post both of the things on there as well. So let's see. Got you repeating yourself. Do you know that it's doing that later? It's you have to go out and come back in. It'll probably go, you have to go out. You have to go out. And it's like, seriously, I heard you the first time. It's been doing a lot of that as I've been watching things. If you go out, and I mean, I'm finishing anyway, but if you go out and come back in, that stutter will stop and it won't be there on the replay either. So don't worry about that. There is a gentleman on here. There's Mr. Barry is on. Thank you for a lovely time. No problem. Yeah, not 5 hours on here. I've been teaching, remember, but I have been 5 hours here. Just not with you lot, but I have been 5 hours all the time. So yeah, so lovely. So thank you for keeping me company. I'll finish these off. So tomorrow night I might be in the kitchen. Tomorrow. I've got the dentist tomorrow as well. I might be in the kitchen by my writing cupboard. So all my inks and all my fountain pens, just don't pass out when you see how many I've got. It's nobody's business but mine. That's all I'm going to say. And all my inks and things are up there. So I will... I've got some stash to open as well. I've got a pen to ink up. Because another thing that I do a lot for my mental health is I write quotes. I write quotes, or I'll write alphabet or stuff like that. So I think that's what we'll do tomorrow. But the only problem with being up at the house is I don't have this overhead. So you can't like look down on my work. And if I start and then come down to the studio, it's on a totally different Wi-Fi network. So it would just cut off. Do you see what I mean? So tomorrow you won't see well like you are seeing here. Okay, you'll probably see, it'll be like this, and I can probably do this. Oh, hang on, can you see? Yeah, I could probably do something like that. Do you see what I mean? So, because I can take these up, but I can't take this up. And I won't have the lights. Mind you, I have really good lighting in my kitchen. Really, really good lighting. But it won't be as good of a lighting as this. So the kitchen's not totally finished. He's just been round this afternoon. There's been a shortage of dowel, so we haven't been able to have all the plate racks made. And the shelves and the doggy cupboard. The cat cupboard. There's a cat cupboard. To go over his litter box, really. So they came up and measured. The dowel apparently has hit the UK, so they came up to measure up for that. So the kitchen isn't finished and it all needs painting. The doors need painting and everything, but I'll probably work from up there. This page is cool. I like it. Oops. I like it. So this won't go in the group until tomorrow. It's 8:30 at night in the UK now. I'll probably come down, finish this off about 9 o'clock in the morning, and then post both of them. There's no point posting half, so I'll post both of them tomorrow to show you. And I hope you've had fun. But this is what I do. Somebody asked me as well yesterday. A lot of people were like, "How do you manage your creativity?" I do things like this. You don't have to think. You're all trying to think and plan, and when your brain isn't working, that's not what you can do. So I just make a picnic. I just make a picnic lunch, and I like colouring, I like doodling, I like writing, I like sewing, I like knitting. So one night we'll go up in the sewing room as well, and I'll show you some things up there. But again, I don't have the overheads, I don't have the lighting. etc. It's always sort of better down here, but it's something, isn't it? And you know, something might spark your interest. You might go, oh my gosh, I might sit and cut out. I mean, yes, it takes a long time to cut out. These have been cut out over years, but how many times are you sat watching television, or while you were watching me tonight, you could have been cutting out, you could have been stamping, you could have been cutting out. Do you see what I mean? So that's the thing. And it's the same with my collage. My collage is all like this as well. It's all in boxes, sort of cut out, but in classes I tend to work off the sheets, but in real life I just rummage in boxes. So thank you, Bethany. I just rummage in boxes, and it's as simple as that. So yeah, I'm tired now. Do you know, after I finished the live last night, I was absolutely exhausted, mentally exhausted. I think it was really weird talking about, you know, the issues for so long was just... So anyway, okay, so I shall post this on, and it will stay on, and I'll put the pictures, and I'll see you about the same time tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. UK time tomorrow. Okay.